All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily News, baby, to the Daily News. We got your news, the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I'm your man, Thunder Dan, and we got it all. We got it all. It's been wild out there. We got Blackhawks crashing, planes crashing. We got the Super Bowl coming. We got Elon Musk and Donald Trump just bull in the China shop everywhere. The USAID. I guess foreign aid, but it's not really aid. It looks like a slush fund. I don't know what's going on out there, but it looks like Trump is gonna get rid of all this nonsense. It's what we voted him in to do, and he's doing a hell of a job right now. The news can't even keep up. The DEI, the Democrats are going nuts. The DNC got a new person in charge over there. It's a white male, though. Kind of disappointing for the Democrats, right? That's not their market, is it? White males. But they're out there protesting the Chuck Schumer's going on TV with avocados and Corona beers. The Trump tariff taxes are out there. It looks like Mexico and Canada both folded. I guess Trump wanted National Guard out there or troops out there. They're both going to send 10,000 troops. They're going to try to keep the drugs and the illegal aliens from coming into America. And I guess we winning. I guess this is what you call winning. It looks like the news don't even know what to do. They can't keep up. It looks like they're just going crazy. They don't know what to keep up. And then today, Trump had Netanyahu there talking about the U.S. will take over Gaza. But I just want to get into this whole USAID. I didn't know it was corrupt. Never heard of it before. I'm not going to pretend like I knew I heard of it, but we're going to dissect it together. And coming up, it's just like it's just a bunch of trash. It's like they funded the Wuhan lab. They gave them $40 million. They're funding these NGOs to bring in immigrants. They're funding to put shrimp on treadmills. They also had kittens. They had kittens in saunas to see if it would help with their fur balls. I mean, this USAID, bruh, is just wasting money. I've never seen so much wasted money in my life.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
But I don't know. They're just going crazy. Here's some of the stuff. Let's just break it down here. I mean, we're paying for the taxpayer money. And the funny thing is the USAID, I guess it says aid, but it's not really aid. It's for bowling alleys. I heard there was a gas station in Afghanistan that got $43 million that didn't have no customers. I mean, this is what we wanted to clean up. This is why we're in so much debt. This is why our taxes are outrageous. It's just so they can just keep flooding money everywhere overseas. And you know when it goes out, it comes back to them somehow. That's the only way I think Democrats get elected, because who would really vote for their nonsense? We saw Trump won in the election in a landslide. And the Democrats are upset. I don't think they don't know what to do. There's just DEI programs Trump's getting rid of, tariffs. They got now the U.S. aid stuff. I mean, they just don't know what to do. They have no clue what to do. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. They had Kennedy gets confirmed. Looks like Tulsi Gabbard's going to get confirmed. We got we got all the winners coming in, it looks like. And I guess they're worried about vaccines and all that stuff. I mean, I think Kennedy should look at the vaccines. Are the vaccines safe and effective? Or was it just Bill Gates getting a bunch of money, trying to pay for the scientists? I guess whoever pays the scientists can get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get some real people in there and we can figure out what's going on with all this nonsense. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to figure all this out, but we definitely going to figure it out. And it looks like Trump's got the people surrounded this time. Their biggest mistake, I said it before on this show, and I will say it again, their biggest mistake was rigging the election in 2020 and not letting Trump win. Trump would have been out. Trump wouldn't have figured out all this stuff. But then when Joe Biden gets in, the corrupt people, Trump saw all the people that turned his back on him. He saw all the corruption. Like we know, Trump released the January 6th political prisoners. He's firing the people that prosecute him at the Department of Justice. And now the FBI, I heard, has a lawsuit out now. The FBI got a lawsuit out because they don't want to release the agents that did the investigation on the January 6 people. So it's just wild. But we're just going to talk about, we're going to talk about some fun stuff too. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl coming up. Maybe we'll throw out some predictions. What do we think? What do we think? The Chiefs, the Eagles back in the Super Bowl. We just had the Super Bowl 2 years ago and the Chiefs won. So here we are again. We're back at it. We're back at it. Super Bowl LIX is coming up. It's going to be in New Orleans. I guess it'll be exciting. I'm not 100% sure. But let's get into how they are reacting. How they're reacting with this whole USAID stuff. This stuff is wild. When the Democrats complain about something and they go all in and it's corrupt. It's in their rule book. You know what I'm saying? So if they start crying about something, it's corrupt. And I guess they're getting what they asked for. And let's just see what the news got to say. Let's see. Here's the Caroline Levitt, the new press secretary. She's doing an amazing job. She was out on the scene the other day talking about all the money that's getting exposed from these morons out here. So let's pull this up. And let's see what's going on. I don't know why that didn't pull up. I guess we got to put it in the Macintosh here. Get it going. But we a live show, baby. We a live show. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. We could say anything. It gets the people going. You know what I'm saying? It gets the people going. But let's pull this up. Here she is out here doing her little press conference. And let's get it going.
You're watching live coverage.
Through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government.
That's true. That's what we want. We don't want none of that, right? We don't want none of that fraud. We don't want none of that abuse. We want all that stuff gone. Gone with the wind, like the Redskins did to Detroit Lions, you know what I'm saying? But then we failed against the Eagles. Still upset about that, but hey, what are we going to do? What are we going to do next year, they would say. But there she is. She's breaking it all down. She's letting you know that the corruption is going to stop. And who knew Elon Musk out here? He got 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 23, 24-year-old. He's got like 5, 6 computer guys that just come in here with their AI technology. And they're just going through it. And I guess the American aid, the USAID, that's gone. The doors are closed. I guess they are the ones that Congress couldn't get nothing from. They'd be like, what are you doing with this? They'd be like, I can't tell you. And so that's the reason they went after them first, because they weren't getting no responses. And I guess they sort of knew they were untouchable. A lot of people saying it's a CIA front. They performed coups with Ukraine when they took over the government there. And Bolsonaro, right, in Brazil, who lost. A lot of slush fund money came from the USAID, their department. So it's corrupt as it can get. I mean, it's stinky corrupt. And they're going to hate it. They're going to hate it when Chuck Schumer gets on TV. I don't know how this guy Chuck Schumer can get on TV and just be a complete nut job. Why do the Democrats still keep putting him out? Why are the Democrats putting Chuck Schumer out? Chuck Schumer's old and dumb. But they put him out like he's going to influence people. We laugh at Chuck Schumer. We completely laugh at this clown. He is a clown, and nobody cares what he says. Nobody cares what he said. But here's Jen Psaki, my favorite redhead of the news. They don't know what to do. They just 100% wilding out. And here she is talking about Elon and Trump. We should kick them out. We didn't elect them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody elected Kamala Harris either, did we? So here we go. Let's play this. Let's get it going.
Because what's happening right now is a hostile takeover of the U.S. government. There's no other way to describe it. It's happening clearly across our justice system, where just a few hours ago, a deadline passed for FBI employees to fill out a questionnaire detailing their involvement in January 6 cases. In other words, they were asked to fill out basically a loyalty test. That comes after an unprecedented purge of the FBI on Friday night, when the Trump administration forced out top FBI career officials, multiple FBI field office leaders, and a number of DOJ prosecutors who worked on January 6th cases. Tonight, I'm going to talk to one of the prosecutors who was fired on Friday. His name is Jake Strubing. He was back at the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. this morning, where he was escorted to his office to pick up his things, drop off his computer, his phone, and his credentials. This is going to be his first interview since he was fired. He has a lot to say, and he's going to be at this table with me in just a moment. But of course, as you all know, it's not just law enforcement where there is a hostile takeover of the government. And it's not a takeover at the hand of Trump alone. I mean, this takeover is also happening at the direction of his unelected best friend, Elon Musk. His latest target was the United States Agency for International Development. And that agency is the one that not only leads on humanitarian assistance around the world, but also works to combat corruption and foreign aid programs. It's a big part of what they do. I kind of see how that could make Elon Musk a bit uncomfortable. So what do you think he did? You may already know. Well, he removed two of the top leaders of the organization who wouldn't do his bidding over the weekend. And then overnight, last night, employees received an email ordering them not to come into the office today. They weren't given a reason or any sort of rationale. They were basically just told not to show up. Many were even blocked from the system and locked out of their email accounts.
Nice. Are we winning? Are we winning? Are we winning? What's next? The IRS? Oh, hey, you ain't got to twist my arm. You ain't got to twist my arm. So I guess the panic is going, baby. The panic is going. I don't know who's panicking more. Eagles fans or Chiefs fans, because the Super Bowl's coming. The Super Bowl's coming. I don't think I'm going to make a prediction. It's only Tuesday. Maybe Thursday we'll make a prediction. I'm leaning. It's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes because I'm leaning that way. And the Chiefs are just the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? But the Eagles are very strong. The Eagles are very strong. It's going to be a very competitive game, I would imagine. And I can see the Eagles easily winning. I don't even know what the line's at. I haven't looked. I don't know what the spread is. But, you can put out anytime touchdown scores. You know, you probably put Jalen Hurts out there because they're going to do that. They're going to do the tush push and all that the Eagles do. So it should be interesting. It should be a great Super Bowl. I'm excited for it a little bit, I guess. I don't know. The three-peat, I think, would be nice, right? You know, the refs are going to be in on it a little bit. You know, the refs going to be in a little bit on the Chiefs, right? And I'm sure the money is definitely going to be heavy on the Eagles. I think the Eagles probably have a better team. They got better receivers. And, of course, the Eagles got Saquon Barkley, who's just been tearing it up this year. And the Chiefs don't got too much. They got an aging Travis Kelce. Their number one receiver went down earlier in the year, Rice. So they're just working with what they're working with. And the defense is okay for the Chiefs. But you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. He's I don't know if I'm starting a team today, and of all the people that are in the NFL, probably he's going to start with Patrick Mahomes as my quarterback. He just seems to get it done, and he just got, you know what I'm saying? The game is just so slow for him. He's been around for a long time. This is going to be I don't know, their fourth Super Bowl? So they're getting up there in Patriot land versus Tom Brady and all that. So definitely excited for the Super Bowl. Definitely excited for the Super Bowl, and I can't wait. So Thursday we're going to tune in. We'll do a little football show and do some other news. We'll lead with the football. We'll lead with the picks. And we can definitely get it going. And I don't know and then I guess we're going to get off with this whole Black Hawk thing. I guess they found the black boxes. We've seen the things where the Black Hawk crashed into the plane. The Black Hawk was only supposed to be flying at like 200 feet. The plane was flying at 400 feet and hit. We found out that the pilot was a lady, and she was also a rainbow person. Don't know if that had anything to do with the qualifications. I would figure it didn't, because those people are great. They're great flyers. I don't know. It's just the whole thing is weird with all these planes everywhere crashing, and then you had the plane crash in Philadelphia where they had the medevac jet Looked like it just went straight down. We still don't. That's out the news, right? Because the Black Hawk was going for like 2 days straight in the news. It was just, you couldn't get anything else but the Black Hawk this, Black Hawk that, airplane. But it looks like to me that the Black Hawk was in fault because I guess the Black Hawk's only supposed to be flying at like 200 feet. And somehow it was up at 400 feet. The tower radioed in that there's a plane, keep an eye out for it, go behind it. They said Roger. I don't know, but there was 2 other people in the plane. I guess they were wearing night vision goggles. I would imagine if it's a night vision goggle test. I don't know how you're not going to see the bright-ass plane with its landing lights on. I think the landing gear was down, but it went right into the Potomac. So everybody passed away, R.I.P. to them. And it's just sad that stuff like this has to happen. But, I mean, still traveling on a plane is the most safest way to travel. It's if you're going to take a plane, you're going to get to your destination. It's unlike a car where there's car wrecks every 38 seconds. So it's still safe to fly. Don't be scared out there, people, to fly. And I guess we're going to get on out of here. We just want to do a quick news update. We're out here doing it. We're going to be back, of course. We're going to be back. Thanks you for tuning in. Make sure you like and sub up. Come on, let's get this channel spreading. It's 2025, people. 2025, and like they say, you can buy education, but you can't purchase class. You know what I'm saying? And we out of here, baby.